Hi, welcome to the Author's Lounge. My name is Cheryl Mason. I am your host, and I am so excited today because we are here with author Lashone Grimes. Lashone is a graduate of Armstrong State University, where she received a Bachelor of Science in Elementary Education, which then led her to teach at Chatham County Public Schools for a couple of years. Then she went to be the executive director for Urban Hope. She is also the First Lady of Maranatha Church. I hope I said that correctly. And she's the mother of three. So she has three lovely daughters, and I am so excited for her to be able to come and share her story with us. She's also the author of More Than a Pretty Face, Empowering Women to Love and Value Their Inner Beauty. And so we are going to hear from her shortly after this break.
Dreamspire Books Virtual Launch Box. Everything you need for a successful virtual book launch in one place. Timelines, press release templates, social media advertising info, graphic design, an interview on our streaming network, and a personal coaching session. Don't forget your thank yous and so much more. Visit us at www.dreamspirebooks.com for more information.
Thank you for coming back and visiting with us here on the Author's Lounge. I am here with Lashone Grimes, the author of More Than a Pretty Face, and we are going to hear from Lashone all of the things that led her to create this book, as well as how she actually wanted you all to have this book in front of you. So I am excited to be able to invite her on. So hello, Lashone. How are you?
Good. How are you doing today?
I am doing great. I am so excited that you are here to join us because I love the title of the book. I especially love this side. I especially love the book cover. So we're going to go ahead and get started. So tell us a little bit about you, where this book came from, and then we'll talk about the book a little later in the segment.
Yes, well, good afternoon, everyone. It's just an exciting time for me as an author. My name is Lashone Grimes, and from Savannah, Georgia, a small town here in Savannah. And I just really was inspired to write the book because I raised three daughters. My husband and I, we have three daughters: Alexia, who's 29, Trinity's 25, and Victoria is 16. So I wanted to give them an opportunity as a mother. I wanted to give my daughters an opportunity to actually value and love their inner beauty. So that's one of the lessons that I've taught them throughout their childhood. Listen, I want you to value who you are as a young lady. You're special. You're created for greatness. You're designed for a special purpose. You're God's masterpiece. And so I always stress to them, listen, I want you to value who you are on the inside. And so that was one of the things that inspired me to write More Than a Pretty Face. And I always had this passion to empower women and teen girls, to encourage them, listen, that you are valuable. You need to love yourself. God has created you for something great and magnificent. So therefore, you should walk as a queen and be the queen that you are. So that's one of the things that inspired me to write More Than a Pretty Face.
I love that. You know, it's so interesting, especially for our younger women, to understand that they are more than the superficial.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and oftentimes, you know, they say, don't judge a book by its cover, right? And so this is one of those moments where you're literally telling people to go inside. And you said something here that I actually highlighted because I thought it was so important for what you had said. And here, I know I found it somewhere. And it said that this is a life journey, a changing journey of empowerment will ignite a passion with women to recognize that they are created for greatness and designed for a special purpose.
Yes, that's right. And that's one of the reasons why I actually took the time to write the book. Because many times as women, we don't realize the potential that's on the inside of us. We don't realize that we are created for great things. We are created for extraordinary things in life. And so with this book, More Than a Pretty Face, it's going to encourage women to reevaluate their purpose, because purpose is so crucial.
Mm-hmm.
Without purpose, you have no vision. Without vision, you're just wandering through life without anything as a focus for your life. So we want to have vision. We want to have purpose. We want to understand that you're more than a pretty face.
It's great that you're sending this message, especially being a mom.
Yes.
And you have the full bracket of that period in life.
Uh-huh.
Your kids are from 16 to 29.
Yes.
That time frame there is so crucial for, not only initiating who you are and how you want to be seen, but how you see yourself.
Exactly.
And so this is just a great, great opportunity for not only our young folks, but those young adults to literally say, I need to remember.
Yes, most definitely. And I need to reflect. I've had women who were in their 20s and also 30s and 40s who have said, Ms. Grimes, thank you for writing the book, because it gave me a time of reflection of who I really am. I'm caught up in being a mom and working in my career, but I really don't understand who I am as a woman. Mm-hmm. I'm not appreciating my value. I'm not appreciating my worth. And so therefore, with More Than a Pretty Face, I really talk about some issues as far as loving who you are, valuing your self-worth, because that's so important. Because if you don't value who you are, how can you value someone else?
And that is such a great message. Because sometimes I think we allow people to define who we are, and then that establishes our worth.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And so now you have actually put this book into a workshop.
Yes, I sure have.
So tell us about that.
Yes. So what I've been doing before COVID happened, I was actually working with the city of Savannah, and I established a program for teen girls called More Than a Pretty Face. It's an empowerment program for teen girls. And what I would actually do is go into the summer camps and teach for 4 to 6 weeks about how to maintain your self-confidence, how to set goals. We've even talked about entrepreneurship. I had a young lady to come in a couple of summers ago, and she did a workshop about how to establish a business. So the young ladies were able to actually establish a business. If they had an opportunity to establish a business, what would it be? What would you call it? How would you market it? So that was very interesting. So we're just trying to incorporate all aspects of the young lady, as far as your inner beauty, and also educating you, empowering you to listen, to tell yourself, hey, I can be a business owner. I can be an astronaut, a doctor, whatever it is that God has placed in your heart to do, then you can do it. And so with that program, the More Than a Pretty Face Empowerment Program, I had young ladies to come in, and actually we learned a poem as well called More Than a Pretty Face Pledge. And I would just like to share a little bit of it. Yeah. And the young ladies had to actually memorize this poem for our end of the summer program. So the parents were there. We had pictures, we had food. It was just an amazing time for the young ladies and the parents. So we actually had an opportunity to introduce what we learned throughout the entire 4 to 6 weeks. Some of the students came forward and they shared some of the things that they learned from the More Than a Pretty Face Empowerment Program. And so this is one of the poems that the young ladies learned, and it's called More Than a Pretty Face Pledge. And it says, I am unique, I am special, created for greatness and designed for a special purpose. I am smart, courageous, confident, and full of determination. I walk with pride, my head is held high. No one can discourage this vessel of strength. I am beautiful on the inside. Yes, this is where my beauty resides. My beauty radiates from within, you see. No one can be quite like me. I will continue to blossom. I will continue to grow into a beautiful lady. Yes, this is what I know. I seek success lying ahead of me. I will not stop until I get the victory. More Than a Pretty Face is what you see. Dear friend, I'm free just to be me. So this is one of our poems that we learned during the summer, and each one of the young ladies, they received the poems so they can post on their refrigerators or post it in their rooms as a reminder that, listen, yes, I am created for greatness. I see success lying ahead of me. I am great. I am extraordinary. So that was just a little reminder for them. of who they are as young ladies.
I love that. And so while we're talking about that, because I think I love the whole concept of bringing young girls together and having them have this experience for 4 to 6 weeks. So is that something that you do annually? Is that ongoing? How does that work if someone wants to have their daughter participate?
Actually, I usually do it during the summers. Mm-hmm. Because of COVID and everything that's going on now, we were not able to do it, this summer. Okay. So therefore, we'll probably just wait until everything calms down a little bit before I start up again. But I'm thinking about maybe doing a Zoom session with some young ladies, putting it out there about doing some self-esteem development workshops via Zoom, because technology is really booming right now.
Yeah. And that's one of the reasons why sometimes there's issues, is because there are so many people on it right now.
That's right, it sure is.
I think, so here's an opportunity for individuals to stay connected. So I think this is a great opportunity for you to stay connected with Ms. Grimes. And we have here, they can connect with you on Facebook. They can connect with you on LinkedIn as well as Instagram.
Yes,
and
they
so
sure can.
We're going to post all of those opportunities for you guys to be able to stay connected. And we are not done having a conversation, because now we're going to talk about the book itself. So definitely come back after this short break. Welcome back to the Author's Lounge. I am so excited because we are here with Miss Lashone Grimes, and she is the author of More Than a Pretty Face, Empowering Women to Love and Value Their Inner Beauty. We just finished talking about this great workshop that she has for the youth that you are going to have to stay connected, because it's going to come back up again next summer in 2021. And so now let's talk about the book. Number one, I love the cover.
Oh, thank you.
The cover is amazing because it is so diverse, and it just shows that, there are so many of us that look different.
Sure.
And so tell us about what to expect when we open up this book.
So when you open up More Than a Pretty Face, you're going to be opening up a book of intrigue, because what I do, I share my personal story of how I overcame different challenges, being a young mother at 18 years old, marrying at 18, having to go to college, work at the same time. Our struggles were having struggles, and just overcoming so many different challenges of that sort. I'm just encouraging women to tell themselves, listen, you can do this. With God on your side, you can make it. And so when you open the book, you're going to actually get a glimpse of my journey as a mother. You'll get a glimpse of my challenges. You'll also get a glimpse of how to value your self-worth. And that's very, very important. And the first chapter is called A Reflection of Me. And so what I wanted women to do when they first open the book is to reflect on who they are as a woman. Am I insecure? Am I compassionate? Am I loving? Am I kind? Am I pursuing my purpose? I wanted women to reflect as they read throughout the entire book. Reflect on who you are. Who am I? Ask the question, who am I? And so as you take a journey throughout More Than a Pretty Face, you'll see that I'm giving keys and guidelines on how to love and value yourself, how to set goals, how to have a standard for yourself. This is what you will find as you open the pages of More Than a Pretty Face. And I guarantee you, once you open the page, you will not want to let it go. Never, ever.
It sounds like, though, it sounds like this really great study guide that
Yes.
you can continuously come back to. And, you read a book once and you think, oh, okay, I got the message. But this sounds like
Yeah.
one of those books that you will continuously read. And every time you read it, you grab another nugget.
You sure do. That's exactly how I wanted to write it, as a self-help guidebook for women, teen girls, that when you read it one time, you're like, wow, you know what? I need to go back and take a look at what author Lashone Grimes says about setting goals, because it's something that I'm not getting right about it. So let me take a look back at her book and figure out, what do I need to do next? And so that was my inspiration on how to write More Than a Pretty Face. I just didn't want it to be just another book that you read and then you threw it in the closet.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted it to be a lifetime guide for women and teen girls, for setting goals, for valuing themselves as women, for loving who they are as beautiful queens. I wanted it to be a lifetime guide for them.
I think it's amazing. We never can have enough opportunities to look inward and have some self-awareness, to whereas we literally know that we are so valuable and so worthy. And sometimes I think we cut ourselves short, of what we're supposed to be and what we deserve to have.
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
And so I applaud you for putting this together. And you also had another inspiration. In addition to your 3 children, you had a mom that actually gave you some really great advice.
Yes, she did. Her name is Mrs. Bessie Ferguson. She's 79 years old. She just celebrated her 79th birthday, September 5th. And she's an amazing woman. Mm-hmm. And my mom, she writes as well. Okay. She has her little notebook and she writes stories. She writes homemade, actually, cards to individuals who have experienced either grief or they've been in the hospital. So she loves to write as well. So I guess she just handed the torch to me to continue on. But my mom, she always encouraged me. She said, Keisha, whenever you're writing a book, the book must connect with the people. Mm-hmm. They want to hear your story. They want to connect with the struggles that you went through. They want to connect with the challenges that you went through. Because as you connect, people realize and tell themselves, hey, you know what? If Ms. Grimes went through it, then if she went through it and overcame, then I can do the same. Mm-hmm. So connection. Mom says, always write a book with connection. And also number 2, transformation. Mm-hmm. Make sure the book is transforming the lives of people. Not just something that you're going to read, but is it really transforming their thoughts and their mindset about how they see life, about how they see their situations? And then number 3, she says empower. Mm-hmm. Make sure the book is going to empower people. That's what it's about. If you empower one, then you can empower millions. Mm-hmm. So connect, transform, and then also empower. Those are her words of wisdom, words of advice for me as a writer.
Look, I don't know about that, but I do believe that Miss Bessie has probably got some words of wisdom for a lot of situations.
Yes, she does. Yes.
That's awesome. That is awesome. It's amazing that she still writes and you two have that you can share.
Yeah, we sure do. Yes.
So that is an amazing story. Let me ask you this. What is it that you want? So we've talked about the empowerment. We've talked about self-awareness and inner beauty. What is it that you want someone to walk away with? What is the message that you want an individual to actually have when they finish this book?
The message that I want them to have is that they can accomplish anything in life once they set their mind to do it. In the book, I talk about how to set goals, long-term and also short-term goals. And so I want women to come away with this mindset that not only am I beautiful on the inside, not only will I value my self-worth, but I can also set goals in life to pursue the purpose that is ahead of me, to pursue the vision that God has for me. So whenever someone picks up the book, I want them to actually leave with the mindset that I am a goal setter. I am purpose-driven in life. I have a magnificent, beautiful purpose. And this is some of the things I wanted women and teen girls to grasp once they finish reading More Than a Pretty Face.
There you have it, guys, from the author herself, Miss Lashone Grimes, the author of More Than a Pretty Face, Empowering Women to Love and Value Their Inner Beauty. And you can get this book at Amazon. You can get it at eBay, Walmart, website, LashoneGrimes.com. And you can also get it at authorhouse.com. So you definitely want to get this book. I am sure that every time that you read it, you will walk away with something.
Of course.
And you can also stay connected with Ms. Grimes on Facebook, on Instagram, as well as on LinkedIn. So you definitely want to make sure you stay connected, because what's next? You've got some stuff coming up.
Yes, I do. I'm very excited. I'm working now on my second book, and I won't reveal the title yet. It's a little secret, but it's going to be another great self-help book for actually men and women. And it's going to encourage women and men, teen girls, to pursue the vision that God has for your life. And also another great thing I have, I'm going to start a Empower Her podcast very soon. That's going to be coming up very soon in 2021. And so this is going to be an empowerment podcast for women and teen girls to elevate and equip them to become more than a pretty face, to pursue their vision and pursue the purpose that God has for their lives. And also another great thing I have coming up, I have a Zoom vision board party coming up October 25th. I've had several women to register, and it's still an opportunity for you to register. And Ms. Mays, I can possibly just send you some information that you can post it. Absolutely. And maybe women would like to register for this great event. I've done vision boards for many years, and I wanted to encourage women to actually make a vision board. Even though it's in October, we have only, 95 days left in the year? That doesn't matter. It's never too late. You can establish a vision board for the rest of the days coming up until 2021, establish a vision for 2021. So this is going to be a great opportunity for women to create their own vision boards, to actually say, oh my goodness, we created a vision board and I have my goals all set for the rest of the year and also for 2021.
It's amazing. I've done vision boards, oh my gosh, for the past 10 years, and I keep them, and I have them actually pasted on the wall.
Yes, I do the same.
And you kind of look back, and it's great because, sometimes we wait for such humongous, mammoth events to happen before we celebrate.
We sure do.
And, when you have your vision board and you look at it and you go, oh, wait a second, I accomplished that. And then, there's a reason to celebrate and a reason to keep moving forward. So, guys, you heard it here. You have an opportunity to get your vision in place, too. And it's never too late to even check your vision board and see if there have been some shifts, right? Because we are in a time of shifting.
Yes, we are.
So there is a possibility that you want to redo it. And this is an opportunity for you to do that. Thank you so much for joining us here today on the Author's Lounge. I am so excited to have you, and I have to ask you, is there anything else that you would like our viewers to know?
Yes, I want to thank you, Mrs. Mays, for giving me this opportunity to share my journey as an author with the audience. And also, I just want to leave one thing with you. If you don't remember anything else, never give up on your dreams. Because this was my dream 8 years ago. Many times I didn't realize that the book would be published. Many times I wanted to throw in the towel. So my words to the audience today, never give up on your dreams. Keep dreaming big. Dream big beyond the ordinary.
There you go. With that, I'm closing because that's a great final word. So thank you so much. Thank each of you for joining us here on the Author's Lane every time we come on, because you never know who we're going to have an opportunity to chat with and what book we're going to talk about, because this one was very inspirational, and it's an opportunity for you to stay connected with us. Please continue to follow us on YouTube at Dreamspire TV. Follow us on Instagram at dreamspirebooks.com, as well as on Facebook at Dreamspire Books. We are always excited when we have authors that are interested in sharing their story. So if you're an author and you want to share your story, contact us. Until then, have an amazing day. Thank you so much.